Hello everyone, welcome back. It is Christina, and today we are going to do a trial run of setting up my pages for the week. I am going to be I am moved back into this A5 Moterm rings. If you watched my last video, I did a flip of an A6 Moterm rings, and it was just too small, and I just wasn't reaching for it, and that's not helpful, right, if we're not using it. So I'm going to be showing you a bunch of different things today, and to show you like what information I'm going to be needing to put on these pages. Okay, so first of all, the first priority is our homeschool section, our homeschool stuff. And so that's what I'm going to be showing to you first. I did do an ideal week for this, and so it has our classes and what time of day we're doing them. And then some other planning stuff that needs to happen just like on a daily basis is I don't have all of the rest of this part down here because I did it after the fact, but reading and things like that, the read alouds at night will be something that I need to plan for every single day, so that needs to be added. There's some other things in here that are affiliated with planning that I will probably put on my homeschool channel. So if you're interested in homeschool items, I'm just kind of flipping through this stuff. If you're interested in homeschool items, then go and follow me over there. The link will be in the description box. It is Alaskan Schoolhouse. All right. So I want everything in one planner. I don't want everything everywhere. However, I will be doing a Google, this is a screenshot from Google, it's not actually Google because I couldn't get it to print, Google Calendar. I will be doing this for my 7-year-old so that she can see what's assigned for each day. And we did color code. I'm using my Zig dot markers. I only have 6 colors right now. But that's perfect because she's enrolled in 6 classes, and so that works out well. And so she will get this. So I will have kind of a digital form, but I'm not going to be using it that way. I really liked having the sections for grading and note space and things like that. I like that setup that I had last year. But there are a few things, like I said, that I need to add on to that, which is like the read alouds and things. And so I am also using a A5 Stylogy. And this is just in a Moterm cover as well. So this page, there's some other journaling in here. This is kind of like a long form notebook. So I have like some brain dumps in here. I have some journaling. I have some menu planning where I just needed a bigger space to kind of think. And what this allows me to do also is to have a smaller smaller planner type item that I can take with me in my purse. So if I have a shopping list or an errands list, I can always put it in here and then check that off, or just take this with me and I can put the information I write in here into my rings once I return. So that's kind of how I'm using this Stylogy. So I thought what I would do very quick is, and I'm really liking these ballpoint pens. I will link them below. I really like these things. I like how they feel and I like how they write. They don't glob up. But I do have my pencil there. So what I wanted to do was kind of mock up a daily page and kind of see what that's going to look like before I use my actual pages in my planner. And then too, I can use this for reference as I'm looking back. But I just kind of need to make a brain dump list too to kind of see, okay, what do I need on my page, right? So here we go. So I need like a task list, right? The zone for the day, for cleaning, menu, which is usually just for dinner, and then I'm trying to think of like the normal things, shipments. I like to put that information on there as well. Okay, and then for my school session, I had like, I need to do like maybe just the dot for the class to show class, and then that's kind of big actually, and then the assignment, the listed or whatever, and then this is grade. Maybe I can kind of modify it. Let me go and grab what I was using last time. Okay, so here you can kind of see an example. I just wrote the subject and the assignment, and then I put grade, what we needed to grade, and then review, lesson, and independent work. And it just really, I don't know, it just really works out well. Here's some more examples. And I just like marked it out, and then I did all together, and then marked it out. So I can use like a pink pen. That's what the color I use to grade with, is pink. This is, by the way, this is my archive right here for the year. My daily pages, I should say. And then I'm using one of these big book rings. So this could be teach or whatever, or L for lesson, I don't know. And then independent work. The other thing I kind of wanted to do, which I was kind of thinking last night, and I made this list. I did like our subjects for each day, but then I did it this way to where I could see like all of them, and like what, you know, what it would be planned out like this, in this format. And then here was my color coding, and then I had where like for each subject I wrote out like what it would be, like if she did it on her work on her own, it's I work, like independent work, and then like for reading we're doing it together, and then she's going to have a workbook component as well, so that part will be I work, like things like that, or like possible photos of workbook, teach at the board. Like if I put photos up, then I would use my iPad and project it up to our whiteboard. iPad camera, so I can again do screen mirroring to our Apple TV, which is hooked up to our projector. So I'm just trying to like figure out like what I'm going to actually teach. And what I'm going to just have, you know, as an assignment. Do you see what I mean? So I want it to be, obviously it's going to be like pretty much the same for that subject. So I'm trying to get my note cards created like I did also last year, where I write it out on the little index cards, so I have that handy, like this is the way we do it. So I'm glad I made that list though, is what I'm saying, because it helps me with this part. So actually what I would do, I could use the dot just to use as a tick box. I mean, kind of. You can't really see it on the black. You know, I mean, what's the point of that? Or I guess I could put like X's over them like that, you know. I would have to do like an X. I wouldn't be able to see anything else. It would just look like a little mark. So maybe, you know, I'm not sure about that part. But what I need to do then is not, maybe I don't list the assignment. Maybe I do the class, and then I put what I'm going to grade and like write that in this part. Let me show you an example of that. Okay, so let's use this paper because this is real, right? And we're going to put this information on here and see what it looks like. Okay, so the first one is Bible. Oh, whoops, that's not going to be Bible. I'm actually going to use a crayon. Let me just, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to use a crayon, so I'm just going to use this pen for right now. And then maybe you write Bible, and then you write like grade. There's nothing to grade. Whoops. Like this could be like way thinner. So grade. Look at this nonsense. How am I supposed to see? Bag. All right. Okay. So Bible, and then grade, which we have nothing to grade. Lesson, which is 5-minute OT. Page 26. That's actually shouldn't go under lesson, actually. Well, it's kind of. She'll read it to me. And then the I work is her workbook for that. Okay, so let's do another one. Math. Math is black. Shh. So I made it a, not right now, because I said, go in and finish your painting. If you're done with painting, you get a toy, okay? All right, so math, I did dark gray on the Google. So math, so again, this is Monday, and we didn't school last week, so that's why there's no grading. So our lesson is lesson 7, and we're doing video, and we'll do A together, and then her I work will be B. And then language arts, whoops, is grammar, and then Good and the Beautiful, lesson 4. We'll do all that together, and then handwriting is I work, and this is I don't know how I'm going to call it that. Scripture, TPT. I can't remember what the scripture is, like 1 Corinthians something or other. I can't remember. Okay. So then I could just go down the list like that and write it underneath the corresponding column. Is that all the columns I need? I think so. And then this over here again is for notes, like it was last time. Okay, so then I liked having this at the bottom, and so then maybe above that I could have like a reading section to where I have her I read, again independent reading, that's what we call it, I work and I read. And then read alouds. So I have a section for that, read alouds. So whose turn it is to read, or to pick the book rather. So we're going to read like one like fun story, and then we're also going to have a character building element added into that. Okay, so I want to make sure I allow space. I didn't allow enough space here, so that needs to be moved up some. I would kind of, I mean, that's the other thing too, is I'm thinking about, which I already labeled my darn pages, but sometimes life happens and maybe I just have to toss these. But, or what I could do is I could add in paper, because I have these papers back here that aren't labeled or painted yet. I need to add the paint, or at least water. So what I could do is have this sheet here, right, to make do for this month. And just add a paper in. So let me do that real quick, and then I'll show you how that flips out, how it looks when that's finished. It's Saturday and Sunday, I don't necessarily, but I do end up writing. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Because I'd rather have more space than not enough. Oops. Kind of closed that and tore it at the same time. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So how that ends up being is I would have tasks and times on this side, or school, whichever one, and then the other stuff on this side. So I could have my task list with a time, like a loose time, basically like this on one side, and then the other side have space for school, because I want to do a little bit more journaling this year. So anyways, I just want to make sure that I have enough room, and I just wanted to take a minute to kind of lay this out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So because I already started this Monday, which is today, this way, I'm going to continue doing that. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it, Alex? No. 11:40? 11:40? Okay. So it's 11:40. So I could just start with 11, and then I could write noon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. I could write midnight actually for that one. That kind of helps me to see it a little bit better. And then I could just leave, I don't know, maybe this much room. You guys know me. I don't want to draw out a bunch of stuff every week. So I would kind of block that off. And then I could just draw lines to the time or whatever, or to write in more detail. I mean, it would still be right next to the time. Sometimes, you just kind of think of things. And so this could get moved down. Actually, it's going to have, it'll have a few more hours. It'll probably take up that much space, and then I could use this space. Let me say that again. So up here would have the rest of the morning hours. Okay, so imagine that there. And then all of this will be open for tasks. And then I could write in specific things over here. And then I would still have this bottom area too, to kind of recap the day, or to kind of have like a little brain dump area of just like whatever I wanted it to be right here. And then on this side, I would do, I would make sure, because I know what subjects I have using my ideal week. I know this, so I can go ahead and map out like how many lines it would be, how much space I kind of want to allow myself. And then I could use these hour markers to know where to set those up for the following week, or for the following pages, right? Then I would have, hopefully the idea is to have some room left down here. So again, I can make notes about school, or again, just having it for more extra space, because like a flex space, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to share in this video, my whole point is I like to hear how people think and how they come to the way that they do things. I think that's interesting. And it helps me to get ideas by listening to people like this, to kind of just talk it out and figure out, okay, well, this would be here and this would be there, and I need to make sure I have room for that, and that type of thing. And so if you enjoy these chat videos, chat with Christina videos, make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future videos. If you have any questions or comments, leave those for me down below. And that's all I'm going to have for this one. Probably in the next one, I will share with you kind of how this week is set up, because I'm going to have to kind of work on that. It's going to take a little while. But that's kind of my plan. We're starting our summer block. This is the first week of our summer block for school. And so I'm kind of getting that geared up, and also for the entire school year, for the next homeschool year. So we're super excited about that. More videos to come. Until next time, bye.